All right, ladies and gentlemen, of the 118 scale, 3.75 inch, 4-inch modern action figure community, I'm back again with another video, and today we're going to be discussing the Dreadnocks, which is a sub-team of the Cobra organization. The Dreadnocks have been a part of the Cobra organization for over 20 years and has spawned some pretty interesting and pretty cool characters. They kind of fall under the guise of a biker team, or a biker gang, rather, so to speak. Ironically, they never really showed bikes. I mean, in some of the cartoons, you'll see them riding away in motorcycle-type vehicles, but ultimately, it wasn't a toy line through Hasbro that released motorcycles for these guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Dreadnocks' newest member, Stormrider. So, Stormrider is a figure that is a part of the Pursuit of Cobra line released by Hasbro. It is a G.I. Joe brand, and I believe he was released wave 1 of that line, and this was 2010. Now, I mean, this guy is pretty cool because he actually brings to the table that real modern biker look. When I look at him, it kind of gives me the reminiscence of Sons of Anarchy. I mean, this figure is pretty cool. Unfortunately, there are certain things about this particular figure that was not my favorite, but ultimately a cool figure and a must-have in your collection nonetheless. So there's not much of a backstory on this figure or character. He kind of showed up new to the game, and he does have a comic card, I'm back with that again. He does have a file card. However, I picked this figure up in the open market. I got a fairly good deal on the figure and the Doom Cycle, which is his packaged vehicle. That is his vehicle of choice. And it is a Harley Davidson looking style trike bike. I don't know if that's a good description of it. I mean, it's a motorcycle trike. I guess we can say that. But there's not much of a backstory, but he does have a small bit of information about him on a file card, which I do not own, but I will post it here, right here, so that you can pause and read it and have an idea of where he came from and what his story is. So let's go ahead and get a look at the Stormrider. First and foremost, how badass does this guy look? He's got his scarf on. It's got this cool red and black color going on here. He has what looks like a Cobra tattoo on his arm. He has some other really cool tattoos. See if we can get those in there. Focus in. Looks like an 8-ball and some other stuff. 8-ball, possibly a skull. And this is his other arm here. I can't actually make out all of those tattoos, but you can pause, screenshot it, take a picture, and see if you can figure them out. Also, something that I really like here is this logo on the back, Dreadnocks Australia. Oi, mate. You call that a gun? That's not a gun. That's a terrible. You know what? We're gonna move on. I ain't even gonna talk about it. But anyway, and he also has this, what looks like, I think this is more of a newer version of a Dreadnought emblem, based more on the moderns, and that one set, and I'll post a picture of the set here that had all the Dreadnought figures in it. It had about 6 of them in there. I think this was on their file cards. All right, so moving right along. Look at his belt. He's got these jeans. He's got a little pouch here, little pouch there. He's got a revolver style sidearm. And if I'm not mistaken, a gun that size would more than likely be a 44 Magnum. And if you see someone this day and age toting around a 44 Magnum, you better take them serious. They'll probably kill you. So be very careful with that. You see someone pull out one of those, they know first and foremost the thing doesn't jam. It's not automatic. It's and it doesn't have a safety. Well, it's kind of automatic because, of course, when you pull back the hammer, it rotates the barrel. So it's a little bit of an automatic, but ultimately, bottom line is, don't play with anybody who pulls something. Don't play with anybody who has any gun. Let's keep it like that. Anyway, moving right along. So if you look here, he's got his glasses on. He's got a little haircut, and he's got his little mohawk. I guess a mohawk goes all the way back. This is more like a chicken hawk. I'm not sure. So he has another emblem right here on his side, on his right shoulder. And you can pause that and try to read that if you would like. There you go. It's kind of all right. So then he's got jeans and he's got shoes on down there. He really looks like the type of badass you'll see at your local bar. He really does. And he does look like the type of guy that comes rolling up on his Harley motorcycle or whatever you call those things, those choppers, the customized choppers. So, I mean, ultimately a cool figure. But now, let's get into some cons. I will post a picture of what the Doom Cycle looks like right here. I did have the Doom Cycle, however, I sold it because I wanted something better for him. The Doom Cycle was really cool. I mean, I really liked it, but it was just too much of a toy, if that makes any sense. It didn't look real. It was very, very toy-ish for me. So for some reason, it kept bothering my eyes, so I sold it. Why would I sell it? And my answer is something a little bit more realistic. What you see before you right here, that was a little bit more realistic, and I really like that for the figure. The upside of it, let's take a closer look at this. This is really nicely done. Very nicely done motorcycle. You got your wide tires in the back, like you see. You even have a little license plate holder with a little emblem there. Then you have this here. You got a kickstand that actually works. Goes up and down. Keeps the bike. You got handlebars. Turn. It's very realistic. Very realistic. So that's why I wanted to get my hands on something different. But the downside to this bike is that the figure will not sit on it. He cannot fit on it. It's just way too wide in the seating area. And trying to force him, you'll break the figure. But ultimately, the cool part with that is it's just a piece to pose him and have him take pictures with. See, like, how cool is that? Where you got him posed on there. He's just kind of sitting outside the bar, just, parking lot pimping, checking out the scene, picking up the girls, straight Dreadnought stuff, straight Dreadnought business, just how they do, So yeah, getting right back on track. I guess you can say that setup is pretty cool and I like it. And this is a really cool figure. Now let's talk about some cons to this guy. Now, first and foremost, I don't believe he was released with a figure stand. You know how they've made them with the moderns, where they have their own, customized or specialized rather figure stand. He doesn't have one with his name on it. So, and the figure is really cool, but also those black, they didn't take time to color in the flesh tone, and he's got these black stripes right there. I guess you can say those are more tattoos. He's really tatted up, you know and it's just, I don't like that there also wasn't a lot of development in him being a dreadnought. So with that being said, I'm gonna take all things into account on this figure, and I'm just gonna go ahead on out there, and I'm gonna give him a I don't know. I think honestly, I would give him a B. Maybe, is he a B plus? You know what? I'm going with it. He's a B plus, and the reason being is because everything is there. And the only thing I don't like is really harms it is that he doesn't have um, a what do you call it? A personalized figure stand. But other than that, man, this figure is cool, and he does wonders for what the Dreadnoughts was intended to be. Despite the Doom Cycle, but the Doom Cycle has nothing really to do with him as an action figure. You can have the Doom Cycle or not, and he does exist out in the open market without the Doom Cycle as just pretty much a figure that you could pick up. So if I was you, man, I'd get them in your collection. But at this day and age, all these figures are cool for collecting. It's whether you like them or not, whether you have 100% love for them or not. It is still some cool aspects of collecting these figures. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. Keep collecting. Keep this 1/18 scale 3.75 inch 4-inch modern world going. And happy hunting. I appreciate your time and effort you put into watching my videos. And I appreciate all of your feedback. So if you have any, feel free to put it down below in the comments, and I will get back to you at my earliest convenience. All right? Peace.